I'm Dimitri from Gaggle Radio Show, and I am here with Simon Tofield of Simon's Cats.
Hello.
The YouTube sensation, as it were. Well, first I wanted to ask you is, how did you get the idea behind Simon's Cats and like the animation behind it?
Really by accident, because I've always been a traditional animator for many years, working on paper with pencils, and the industry started to change, started to get more technical, started to get more into computers, and I realised that I had to go that way as well because my work was drying up as a freelance animator. I had to learn a computer program called Flash, and so I got the computer and the program and was trying to learn this software, and I was thinking, this is quite hard. I'll give myself a film, and that will make it really easy for me to get into something and hopefully learn this program. And that morning I'd been woken up by my kitten at the time called Hugh, who was doing exactly what he does in the film. So I thought, well, I'll just do what happened this morning and make a little film, the kitten waking me up. And at the end I thought, what can I do at the end? I thought, I'll do a baseball bat, because I was just doing this little film for myself. Didn't think anyone else would see it.
Your first one, right? Kathmandu?
Yeah, this is it, yeah, Kathmandu. And I thought I'll just finish it quickly and put some sound in it very quickly, and didn't think anything of it. Someone asked to borrow the film to test their website, and I said, yeah, sure, of course. Then they phoned me and said it's crashed our server. We've had 35,000 hits in 2 days.
Oh, wow.
So they said, you've got to do something with this character. But while it was on their server, people had taken it and put it on YouTube. So it was on YouTube over 50 times and getting millions of hits. So I realised, I better do something with this character. And the only way I could really do anything was to make another film. Right. And then I called it Simon's Cat and put my name at the end. And then people said, this is the same guy that did the first film. It was called all kinds of different names, like Wake Up Kitty, Cat Alarm Clock, all different kinds of names. So finally, with my name at the end and title, I could start to make more films, and then people finally knew it was me.
That's really interesting, because it wasn't even you that pushed it. You just put it out there, and people just magically were drawn to it.
Well, at first I was a bit shocked. I thought, this is awful, because someone's taken my film, but actually it's the best thing, because I would never have put it on YouTube. I'm not very good at technical stuff, so like I say, I was learning this program. I still don't know that much. I just know the buttons to press.
Only those 5.
Just a few buttons to get in the next frame, and I think it was because where I was working at the time had Flash, and I knew there was a lot of Flash work going around London at the time. I knew that would be the program that I had to learn. So that's probably because it was very popular and in the industry. And so I thought, if I need a job, I need to learn that program.
And you did.
And I did, yeah, and here I am.
You are the industry now.
Yes, yeah.
How long does it take to actually make those? They range from 1 minute to 3 minutes, or even 4 minutes, but how long does it usually take to make one of them?
On average, can be up to about 3 months. It depends on the animator.
3 months, really?
Yeah. I have other animators helping me now. It's different because when I do a film, which I haven't done in a year or two, I tend to draw it all straight ahead and don't clean it up, which is have someone else go over it with a nice clean line.
Oh yeah.
So my line is the finish line. That's it. Goes out. So mine tend to be the longer films, like the 2.5 minutes, 3 minute films, but the shorter films are the other animators, and that allows them to be cleaned up. They can be roughed out, and the story can be sort of nailed down and made strong, and then someone can go over and put a nice line over it. So that's what takes the time. So it all depends on the film and the person doing it. And I don't like to rush people, and it's awkward because obviously you don't want to make it take too long to get a film out, because people are always banging on the door. Where's the film?
People expect one every week.
They want one every day. So I still enjoy it. I still I love coming up with ideas. I love the challenge of thinking of new ideas, especially doing the books as well, because the films is one gag,
right.
But the books are hundreds and hundreds of pages of gag, and I quite enjoy thinking about all the different gags and that's sort of a challenge. I quite like that.
What was your inspiration for the newest book?
The inspiration was really to put loads of detail into a picture. I've done lots of gags where you get sort of 1, 2, 3 punchline, you know, like a sort of comic strip. It was also the publishers wanted something a little bit different. I've done 3 books the same. They wanted something a little bit different, and I thought it'd be quite a good challenge to have one picture with loads of little gags inside it as well.
Yep.
But also tells a story that of the cat, you know, like a day to day, him versus the world. Every day there's a different challenge, and lots of sleeping gags, obviously, because cats sleep all the time.
They really do.
But yes, and just fun with that really, and have lots of. I quite enjoyed doing all the details. When I was a kid, growing up, I used to draw these pictures and put loads of detail in, little apple cores and little spiders and things. And this book allowed me to do that. And
yeah, because the pictures are full.
Yeah,
2 pages full.
And the other thing is, I love nature. I love wildlife and birds, and there's loads of different animals and birds in Simon's cat, and there has been, but they've all been black and white, so you don't see their markings. You don't know what bird they are.
True.
In this colour book, it allows. This is geeky for me, but I know. But I enjoy this. But it allows me to, you know, do a chaffinch or a robin or something, and you can see the colours, and I really enjoyed that.
Now I know that you also do the sound for most of it.
Yeah.
For almost all of it, actually, except for the bird. Right?
Yeah, the robin is a real robin. It's not a geeky thing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I liked that kind of sharing. Like at the back of the book, there's a how to draw section.
Yep.
And I quite like that because it might hopefully it might inspire someone to have a go, and then it might lead on to something else, and it might get them into drawing. And
I tried that. It wasn't for me.
You never know, but yeah, someone might pick it up and think, "This is great. This is what I want to do." So, yeah, and I quite like sharing that. You know,
absolutely. You're one of the few that actually goes out and teaches people what you know.
Yeah,
and how to do it.
Yeah, and a lot of people said that before. I've always done that, and I think that's.
Well, some people keep their skills,
and
they don't want to show it to anybody else.
That's right. Yeah,
it's their skill.
Yeah, and they're a little bit worried about their job or something, but yeah, but no, I think sharing's the best way.
Definitely, and that's amazing, and I really respect what you do, and I love all your work actually.
Oh, good, thank you.
So thank you for doing this.